Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're a subscriber, I appreciate it. If you haven't, please check it out. You may like what you see. I have different topics that I go over. There may be something that suits you or interests you. Today I'm going to unbox this distiller from Vevor. If you saw my previous video, there's a short clip of a mash that actually scorched the bottom of my other distiller and pretty much ruined it. I went online to Vevor. They had the 8-gallon, just like I had, for $76. So that was a really good deal and free shipping. So today I'm going to unbox this, just show you what it comes with and then compare with the changes I made with my previous distiller. Stay tuned. Alright, so this is how it comes out of the box and the styrofoam packaging with the lid on it. I will show you the differences between the lid I have, or the modifications to the lid I have, compared to how it comes from the factory. This is your outlet for the vapors. This hole is for the thermostat. And I'll go ahead and take the lid off. We'll see what's inside. Alright, so this is how it comes out of the box and the styrofoam packaging with the lid on it. I will show you the differences between the lid I have, or the modifications to the lid I have, compared to how it comes from the factory. This is your outlet for the vapors. This hole is for the thermostat. And I'll go ahead and take the lid off. We'll see what's inside. Of course, it'll come with instructions how to install everything and how to use the distiller. There's a really good review video by Bearded and Bored. I'll put a link to his channel down in the comments. I would recommend watching that. It's really a good video, and he also goes over some of the modifications you can make. So you do have your tubing for the water, which goes to the condenser, and the plastic tubing goes to your condenser. You have your inlet and outlet. This is the copper tubing, or what you call the worm, I guess, goes in here, and it has a hole that fits through there. And you can see it's really small, so I'll show you something else I have. You have your thumper, and there's an inlet and outlet. On mine I actually put in and out, so I knew. And this is the inside of the lid. This would actually be where your distillant would come into the thumper, and you would probably want to use some sort of copper filtering on the bottom, or change this to copper tubing. And this would be your submersible pump, and these are the other accessories that come with it. I'll go ahead and open that up and we'll take a look. Alright, so you have your thermostat, which goes into the lid. You can see it tightens up there. It has a gasket, which is for the thumper lid. And you have this for if you decide to do your fermentation directly inside the still. You can do that. I don't know if I would, because you may end up with the same problem I had of, if you have solids in there, to burn them. This is the copper tubing that comes out of the lid. And this goes on to the end the condenser tubing, and then it has this piece here that's an extension. Alright, so there is one thing I've noticed when I had my other distiller using these pipes, or this tubing. I was getting medical particles out of them. It didn't matter if I cleaned it or not. So I ended up switching over. I made my own copper tubing. Just bought a flare kit to flare it out, and the fittings from Ace Hardware. And on my lid, see, I have the outlet there, but again, Bearded and Board recommended putting in a pressure relief valve, because this is sealed and it's almost like a pressure cooker, so not a bad idea. I think that's like 10 pounds. It's never gone off. And of course I do still have my thermostat in there. And one other thing I made a change of is I made my own condenser. Again, Bearded and Board helped out with the information to do that. I took the valves out of the original condenser and put them in here. This one didn't want to seal too well, so I got it sealed up with silicone. Same with this. I just have the copper tubing coming out. I actually had about twice as much copper in here, tubing. Just recently, after this last mishap, I went ahead and halved it. So cut it in half, reflared this, put that fitting back on there. There was just so much tubing in there, it was taking forever for it to come out. And you know, this condenser is very small, but it works. It actually does a pretty good job. What you'd want to do is expand this tubing out. You have to separate it a little bit so you can get this part of it to stick up above, so you can connect your tubing. And the other thing it comes with are the gaskets, which is for the metal tubing. They fit inside there so you can not have leaks, because they're not flared. As you can see, the ends are not flared. That's pretty much it, what it comes with. The other thing you'd want to do, obviously, when you receive this is to clean it out first. Make a run with water and vinegar. So I'm going to do that. I have to get this cleaned out in my copper tubing anyway from the last run I made with it, the scorched mash. I want to get that out of the copper tubing. So I'm going to do that, and thanks for watching. If you got any comments or questions, please don't hesitate. And again, thank you for watching. Have a great day.